What's up, witches? It's Witch Angel Nakora, and welcome back to the Hiveswap FriendSim. In our previous episode, we met up with a very friendly yellow blood, and let me tell you, they're pretty neat. I mean, for some reason, they reminded me of a friend I used to know, but whatever. But we're going to get on back into Volume 2 of Aesthetics, Crimson, and Otherwise, and go the other route. Alright, we all know this crap. We was with Sarava in the previous episodes, now we're going to go with Amsie. Lo, what light through yonder weirdly organic architecture breaks. A small figure approaches.
Oh! Oh my gosh. You are so...
So far you've swallowed quite a few insults in regards to your looks and intelligence level. You really aren't really the type to let the shallow opinions of others get you down, but it's been kind of a rough day. Brace yourself.
cute!
Oh. Oh! She gives you a sweet, sincere smile.
I've never seen anything like you. It's given me all sorts of new ideas.
Boy, you do hope none of those ideas are... You do hope some of those ideas are about friendship. Now that you got a taste of it, you are hungry for more. Take a stumbling step forward and your ribs remind you that although the potential of camaraderie is enough to improve your mental health, it can't cure acute injuries.
Oh, you don't look so good. Come inside. I've been looking for new contributors.
Contributors? Did she mean friendship contributors? No, that's dumb. Maybe she runs some sort of alien newspaper and she wants you on staff. She looks a little young for that, but what the heck do you know about alien management hierarchy? You follow her to a nearby building, and now that you're looking up from your ravenous hunt for companionship, you've noticed you've wandered into some kind of an upscale part of town. There are a lot less garbage and people collapsed in the street. You see one of those specky robot things, but it's washing a window instead of shooting a laser at a group of children. If that's not high class, you don't know what is. Before you can follow her inside, she turns around in the threshold, blocking your way.
Real quick. You don't happen to be an artist, do you?
Artistry? Well, as a matter of fact... Tell her no.
Oh, good. Friendships between artists can be so fraught. Much better to just keep things between artists and art appreciators. That way no one can get jealous.
The girl's smile widens even further and you feel an unbelievable rush of joy. How you finally found someone who isn't a total frickin' maniac? And she brought up friendship without you having to mention it at all. With a spring in your step. Or as much of a spring as possible with a broken arm and misaligned torso. Amsie leads you into an elevator with buttons labeled in specky letters that make absolutely no sense to you. You realize that probably nothing is going to ever make sense to you again. That's okay. Your hierarchy of needs has adjusted recently. Your new friend, your jumping again was descriptive but you're feeling seriously good about this encounter, stands in the corner of the elevator, wringing her claws.
I wish I'd known I was going to have company. I would have cleaned up a little. It's been a while since I've met anyone new.
You assure her that whatever disaster her house is can't be any worse than some other places you've seen here. Although you get what she means. She's wearing an artist's smock that's covered in splashes of paint. Actually, it doesn't really look like paint, but it couldn't be anything else, could it? It's every color of the rainbow. Oh, her hive is precious! The elevator door slides open and you step into a space that you are relieved to find is totally recognizable. A table overflows with messy palettes and brushes, cloudy jars of water and sponges. Several easels stand beside the window to catch the light of the two moons, and a number of canvases lean against the wall, turned so you can't see what's on them. Yeah, there's two moons. There's Prospect and Durst. That's where the dream selves show up.
First things first.
Amnesia brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you have on your now-defunct spaceship. Tapping away at a series of unreadable symbols. She indicates you should take off your sling.
Here, go ahead and stick it in there.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 what? Stick it in where? Stick what in where? I don't know what you're talking about! She seems to want you to put your injured arm into a large hole in the wall, which you do, because you're sure your new friend has your best interests at heart. The hole shrieks out like a blood pressure cuff, sending bolts of agony through you. Ugh! Even if you want to yank your arm back out, but you don't, even if it's broken, you still like having it attached to you. Instead, you shout aloud and thrust your other limbs around.
Calm down, you big wriggler. It's like you've never seen a medicalizer before. If you don't stop moving, it won't work.
Tears spill down your cheeks as you force yourself still. You'll bear the pain. You'll do it for your friend. She's looking at you so hopefully, and she's so delicate and pretty, almost angelic. You look at her face and tell yourself it's all gonna be okay. Finally, the hole releases you, and you pull your arm back out to find it completely healed. You move your fingers. It doesn't even hurt anymore. Hey, things are looking up.
See? I told you.
This is great. You're overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate. I would go with this option, but I'm afraid I might knock over her paint. You think Amnesia profusely, but you manage to keep it to the strictly verbal sort. Medicalizers are great. This part of the city is great. You really need to get rich. You really need to get more rich friends. You tell her this, throwing in a compliment of her studio while you're at it. See? This friendship stuff is easy.
I'm glad you feel that way. You're obviously really strange and under-socialized. But you don't seem to be a complete cultural idiot. Plus, I think it's really endearing how helpless and trusting you are.
You laugh. Slightly unnerved. You want to take it as a compliment, but after a recent encounter with another girl in blue. Well, it all ended up okay, and Amnesia is calling you nice and friendly. And she keeps calling you cute, which you think is pretty generous of her, considering what a disgusting mess you are at this point.
Speaking of low bloods, what's your blood color? Just out of curiosity.
Blood color? You aren't really sure what she's talking about, but red? You tell her it's red. She looks a little disappointed.
I've got plenty of burgundy. Oh well. Good thing I have a delivery coming soon. Hey, do you think you can help me set a few things up before they get here?
They? Visitors? As in plural? As in multiple potential friends? Oh, hell yes. You're all over that, especially considering your newly healed arm. You're anxious to display all the simple motor functions you could perform. Amnesia gives you another radiant smile. Your lips are smiles, man, they are just so full of that glowing nectar of bromance.
Perfect. Let's do this. Work always goes faster with two pairs of hands after all.
Yes, absolutely it does. And even if by that she means her hands are pointing while she tells you where to put things, you're totally fine with that. Your ribs are still kind of killing you, but you swallow down all the pain. You're getting pretty good at that. Too bad you can't stick your whole torso in that magical science fiction hole in the wall. Well, maybe you could, but not right now. Right now you got a friend to help. Amnesia instructs you to clear all the furniture to the edges of the room and lay down a big purple tarp. Apparently tarps aren't blue on this planet. Amnesia answers her phone and then buzzes open the apartment door. She runs over to the elevator with a squeal of delight.
They're here! Sorry, I'm getting so giggly about this. It's just been a while since I've had any new paints.
Wait, paints? That's what's coming? Now that you think about it, there's something pretty crucial missing from this whole artist aesthetic she's got going here. There aren't any paints. No tubes dribbling color or pots with their tops left partially unscrewed. There aren't even any pencils. The elevator opens and two trolls come in. And they have pretty similar shaped horns and are almost the exact same height. Brothers? Do trolls have brothers? From their uniforms and their douchey, swaggery the way they walk, they get the idea that there's some sort of law enforcement. Then the third troll in handcuffs they're dragging in behind them.
Thank you, guys. You always bring me the best materials.
They don't say anything. They just bring the third troll to the center of the tarp and force them into a kneeling position. They then bow to Amsie and leave the way they came. Oh, dude, is that her weapon? She looks so cool just wielding that. This doesn't look great. Even before Amsie runs out of the room and comes back with an axe the size of her whole body. You are not loving this. The troll on the tarp trembles and bites back a sob, but they don't say anything or try to run. She isn't really gonna do what it looks like, is she? You can't bring yourself to believe that this cute little alien girl is gonna straight up axe murder a dude right in front of you, presumably to finger paint with her blood. You stammer something to this effect. Amsie laughs.
Well, I don't use my fingers. I'm not a freaking animal.
She considers you for a few moments, tapping a claw against her mouth.
I know. You can help me. I only let one other person help me with my work. And she's out of town right now.
That's Chahut, my favorite purple-blooded troll. I can't wait to see if she shows up in this game. I love Chahut. She is just way too badass.
But you and I have a connection. You feel it too, right?
You do. God, you do. You've been feeling it so much lately for everyone you meet. You thought you maybe had come across someone who would readily accept your platonic longings without putting you through the ringer first.
You do want to help me, don't you?
You do. You want that more than anything. Amsie looks at you solemnly.
Why don't you do the honors?
She holds out her axe.
I wouldn't offer this to just anyone, but I could tell how special you are.
You're trembling. The troll on the tarp is also trembling, but unlike you, they seem to have accepted their fate. Slowly, inevitably, you hold out your hand for the axe. Amsie gives it to you with a smile. Damn it! You forgot about your broken ribs. And that you're a human and just can't pick up gigantic frickin' axes with one hand. You drop it and it bounces away from you like way more than you think an axe should probably bounce. You look up at Amsie from where you're doubled over with pain and shame. She laughs and scampers over to retrieve the axe, once again swinging it up with any signs of strain. She doesn't even have any visible muscles. What is this girl made out of?
How silly of me. You seem so culturally advanced for a second. I forgot about your natural inferiority. Here, I'll give you a second chance.
You nod. Yes, please, a second chance that does not include committing some gruesome murder.
Usually I just use chains. But I got a better idea.
Oh. Oh, God. You get what she wants you to do. You hesitate and Amsie's smile gets even sweeter. Sweet like poison.
Oh? You don't want to help me?
The tarp crinkles underneath as you kneel. You grasp the troll's shoulders and mumble an apology. They continue to say nothing. Amsie is sharpening her axe, which already looks pretty damn sharp.
Hold on tight.
You try. You really do. The problem is you try to hold on tight, but at the same time, you try to drag the troll out of the way, some buried instinct to try to preserve life rising up inside you. You're weak and injured though, so all you end up doing is just flopping both of you a little to the side. Ugh! It was an olive blood. Instead of coming down on the neck in a clean slice, Amsie's axe glances off the troll's collarbone, mortally wounding them instead of killing them outright. And now you know why they had not been begging for their life. They don't have a tongue. So they can't beg, but they sure can yell and thrash and bleed olive green alien blood all over you on the tarp. God, there's so much blood. It's just spurting everywhere. Jesus Christ, you're such an idiot. Why couldn't you just commit? Now you're covered in dying alien and so is everything else. Amisia, the work table, and most directly the canvases leaning against the wall. Amisia takes one look at them and lets out a wail of rage.
I can't believe this! I let you into my hive! Into my life! I was planning to let you into my pusher!
What? What's a pusher? Is it something lewd?
I thought you were a refined sophisticate! But now I see you're just a Philistine!
She gives you a shove towards the elevator. Your ribs are screaming and so is the bleeding troll. You try to babble an explanation.
Forget it! I don't want to hear your excuses! Childhood was right! If once someone killed a break, you had to kill them yourselves!
You ride the elevator back down, kneeling in a pool of blood and failure. Ouch. Well, I guess we're gonna go back and hit the other option we didn't do before. Hold on, y'all. You try to resist the urge to celebrate. You fail to resist the urge. You take Amisia by her tiny hands and twirl her around the studio. Or you try to. You forgot about your busted ribs. You sure are doing that a lot. You let go of Amisia and go careening it to one of the tables. Thankfully, not the one that covered in art supplies. You hit the corner and go down on your already incredibly sore ass. This is what you get for acting like a huge frickin' tool in front of your new friend.
Are you okay? Was that some sort of ritualistic rite of healing I've never heard of before?
You shrug against the floor. Amisia leans down and picks you up in a bridal carry, despite the fact that she's about half your size. Makes your ribs hurt, but what doesn't nowadays? Amisia lays you down on a weird, lumpy couch.
Are you sure you're okay? You look a little...
She trails off to nothing. She's looking at your left arm, which you have draped over yourself awkwardly to try to sort of try to hold your torso together.
That color.
At first you think she means the color of your skin, which is different than her light gray. And then you think she means the truly fantastic buffet of bruises you got going on. But then you realize that in your prancing idiocy, you've managed to scrape up the inside of your arm. Blood oozes sluggishly from the wound. Amisia dredges a finger through it. You're half expecting her to put it in her mouth and for this to become a whole cannibal situation. Well, since you're the same species, it wouldn't really be cannibalism. Still, no thanks. Instead, Amisia just holds her finger up, the drop of blood trembling on the tip.
This color. I've never seen anything like it.
She dashes off to one of her tables, pulling over a sketchbook and dragging your finger down it. Your blood paints a rusty line down the center. She lets out a little squeak of excitement.
This is amazing!
What, red?
Not red. There's a million dirty rusties swimming all over the city. I'm drowning in red. This is crimson. It's incredible. You must be some sort of mutant. You're really lucky I found you instead of one of the drones.
Lucky? You? Yes, very lucky. The luckiest. Though your arm is healed and you're out of whatever doubtlessly weird weather happens on this planet, maybe Amesia's right. Maybe you are lucky. You close your eyes in time to breathe. Try to breathe. Zen yourself out. Really zen yourself in your own body and all that garbage. What? Then you open your eyes and wow, you sure aren't centered anymore. In fact, you roll completely to the left as you try to get away from Amisia, who's back and standing over you with a gigantic axe.
Watch out!
Amisia grabs you, drags you back up onto the couch, and plants her hand on your solar plexus, effectively pinning you down.
You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like a beach blubber beast. You want to be friends, don't you? You want to help me with my artistic aspirations, right?
You get the feeling that she may be just trying to manipulate you. Just the tiniest little suspicion. It's possible Amsie has recognized your intense craving for companionship and is trying to exploit it. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
I don't know what's got you so worried. I just want to show you my axe.
Oh, of course, makes sense. It is a really nice axe. You hold out your hand for it, but of course it is way too heavy for you and your hands are all sweaty and you fumble it. Fumble the really sharp weapon. Amsie tries to catch it before it's too late, and somehow in all the really struggle you end up getting cut. Like, very cut. Across both your wrists. And in fact, you don't think she could have aimed even better if she had been trying.
Oh. Oh dear.
Hard agree.
Don't struggle. You'll only hurt yourself more, silly.
Well, we're seeing double. We're losing a lot of blood here.
You don't want that, do you?
No, you definitely don't want that. Not after what a butterfingers you've proven to be. Amsie gets up to put the axe down and kind of loses track of her for a little while. You're bleeding all over her couch and everything around you. It starts going all shiny and unreal. She comes back with a couple little jars that she uses to catch your blood. That's a good idea. You sure are making a mess. You wonder if they're specifically blood jars. They look like jam jars. Alien jam. Space Jam. God, you love that movie. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. Way better than the one with the dog and the clown. Do they even have basketball here? You ask Amsie. She just shushes you and brushes your hair back off your forehead. She keeps smiling and saying comforting things. God, she's such a good friend. Before too long, you know it's honestly a damn shock you haven't done before now. You pass out. When you come to, you're propped up against the wall in a weird way that you wouldn't love even if you weren't an invalid. And both your arms are jammed in the hole in the wall. The med hole. The glory hole of well-being. The magic sphincter. You grunt and pull your arms back out. They're healed. The cuts on your wrists are just two faded pink lines. Take a step away from the wall and immediately hit the ground. You may not be actively dying anymore, but you did just lose like half the blood in your body. Gosh, you're tired. A little giggle makes you turn around, or roll over since you're still on the floor and probably not getting up anytime soon. It's fine, you've met worse floors in your life. Amsie is sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back beneath a scarf, and her little round glasses perched on her nose. A jar of blood sits next to her, and as you watch, she dips the brush in.
I'm glad you're awake. I was a little worried it actually killed you back there.
She laughs and you laugh along with her. It's very funny. Actually, everything's funny right now. It's probably the blood loss. You know what she's painting.
You, of course. You inspired me.
Well, right now it just looks like a bunch of red squiggles and some lines. But she only just got started. She's warming up. She sits down on her stool, looking at her palette and chewing on her lip thoughtfully. She looks somewhat nervous.
Actually, I want to show you something. Something I've never shown anyone else.
She leaps up from her stool and crosses the studio. You roll to your other side to keep her in your line of sight. You really hope she isn't getting another jar of Space Jam jar. Ugh. I am sorry, my brain's not going, right now because I'm a little bit hungry and my brain's like. She starts turning around the canvases one by one. They're all blank, except for one, which has a little. Wait, no, that's just a shadow. Every single one of them is blank. You aren't sure you understand. You ask her if these are all just new canvases that she has not gotten the chance to paint on yet. Amsie sighs.
No. I've had them for forever. I'm just not a real painter. There. I said it.
She buries her face in her hands, talking from between her fingers.
I'm not really good at all the other parts. The materials in the studio. I even make all my own paint. I just can never do the actual sitting down and doing art part.
She just looks so despondent. You wish you could do something, but you really don't know that much about art, and you probably can't stand up yet. You've told her that she looks like she's moving in the right direction, at least. You don't even have a studio or any brushes or stuff like that. Of course, you have no aspirations to being a painter, but you leave that part out.
That's just it. I feel inspired for the first time ever. I think it has to be messed up, disgusting mutant blood. There's really no other explanation.
She takes a knee beside you, picking up one of your limp hands with hers. They're cold, like she's been pressing them into a glass window in winter. What the fuck am I saying?
Usually I just finish off my contributors quickly. I don't have time to deal with a bunch of injured lowbloods moaning around my studio. But I couldn't just use up all your blood up at once. You're far too special for that.
You gaze at Amsie. A mist has descended over your vision, and it isn't even the mist of imminent death.
I have to keep this precious blood safe. I think you might be my muse.
Well, I don't know whether to be happy about this or find out that she's a yandere. Because we just got the you will never escape option here. And if there's what a yandere says to her senpai after she captures them and mind breaks them into being their husband. Well, oh well. Well, that was Amsia's route, y'all. We went from chilling with a vaporwave aesthetic, bro, to being the muse of a weird yandere-like painter. I don't know what else to say about that. But I'll be waiting for the next DLC to show up, and I hope in this one we get Chahut, or that really cool cowgirl, or even like, I don't know, that awesome transgender troll that I keep looking at, and he's a Jade Blood. Man, that is neat. A transgender troll. Gotta love that. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'm hungry, and I really could go for a pizza. Well, I'm gonna see y'all soon. If you like this video, why don't you hit the like button faster than you can cast a spell in the face. And if you haven't already, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to find out when I upload. Whew. I'm tired. Actually just want pizza right now. I'll see you all soon. Mwah! Stay magical, my friends, and your blood is precious, but it's good to donate it. But to something more worthy than using it as paint.